Hey everybody, Tom Arbuthnot at Powering Cloud. I'm here at Contact Center Expo and I'm on the AudioCodes stand and I'm here with Patrice. Patrice, you just want to introduce yourself and your role?
Yeah, so I'm Patrice. I'm Business Development Manager at AudioCodes for any topics related to voice automation within the contact center space. I'm covering EMEA.
Awesome. So this is a really interesting space, this whole voice AI. Obviously, people know AudioCodes really well as a brand, but this is a slightly new area, is that fair to say?
It's not a slightly new area, I will say. It's the extension of the way that AudioCodes can improve the customer journey experience in general, and as well allow cost savings. You know, contact center is completely changing. There is a new journey for them to try to automate more and more. So we have 85% of the contact center that are willing to automate in the future, not only their text interaction, but as well their voice call interaction. And this is where we're keen to help by providing a solution that will allow them to be as much flexible as possible and use best of breed technology to automate most of the calls that are arriving by voice, usually within the contact center.
So the scenario here is you can sit in front of the agent scenario and do some automation ahead of it hitting a real human agent. Is that the scenario?
Yeah, there is different ways to automate and different business, use case, I would say, not business case, but use case. The first one, effectively, we can help the customer to replace the legacy DTMF IVR, the boring one, by having instead a bot that will say, hello, I'm the virtual assistant, how can I help you? So improving the customer journey. Then we can identify, the calls that are boring and repetitive for the agents, which are of what we call low value for the enterprise, but high value for the customer, like I'd like to know the status of my account, stuff like that. Then we can effectively automate this type of calls by routing the call to a voice bot that will manage all these interactions. So we are offloading the task of a contact center agent so that he can refocus in more added value services.
Yeah, things that a bot can't automate, the higher value tasks.
Yeah, and we are even going a step further, is that we can have, for example, the voice bot that will listen silently to the conversation between the customer and the bot, and we will provide real-time insights on top of the desktop of the contact center agent. So for a question of training, supervision, and so on, it's very useful to have a kind of dashboard where the agent will just have to read, this is the next question you need to raise to the customer.
So are there particular vendors this works with? Do I have to have contact center A or contact center B? Do I have to be using AudioCodes SBCs? How does this work?
It's a question, I'm participating to a lot of events and I'm listening to a lot of customers explaining their experience. And the point is that most of them have tried to start with what we call a monolithic vendor approach. And by working like that, they are lacking a lot of flexibility. Voice automation, it's a complete journey that takes time and you need to be very accurate. And there is no single vendor on the market who is able to answer all the technical needs. So you need to be flexible in one way, but you need to be sure that you are using best of breed technology. I'll give you an example. If we see that Microsoft speech to text and text to speech is better for general discussion, but that Google is better for a geolocalization for an assistance on the road, you should be able to use a bot framework from one vendor, a speech to text from one vendor, another one. So this is where we make value at AudioCodes.
Right, so you can bring those two technologies into different use cases for
Yeah, exactly. So we're using best of breed, we are using the most accurate in order to increase the accuracy of the call and being sure that maximum percentage of call will be fully automated between the customer and the voice bot, due to our flexibility and best of breed approach.
Awesome. And I mostly deal with customers on Teams, and I see a lot of customers doing kind of contact center light on call queues and auto attendance. Is there some way you can add value around that story?
Yeah, of course. So the idea to use a voice bot, we can definitively connect to any type of voice engagement channel. So the calls could come from any contact center, could come from any public provider, but could come as well from any UC platform like Teams, like Zoom, like any others. So this is the added value. We are a voice technology specialist. You know about this is more than 28 years. So we can interact with anyone on the market, and we have this flexibility to connect anyone from the voice engagement channel and anyone from the bot framework and from the cognitive service.
And if people are interested in this and they want to get started or find out more, what's the best next step for them?
There is different way. Of course, you can contact me either on LinkedIn or either send me an email or come and visit our booth, of course, for today. But otherwise, we have a platform on the internet, a dedicated mini website called voiceaiconnect.audiocode.com. And I will invite the people to take a look at this. So this is a self-service platform. where you can typically just fill in the credential of your bot, get a phone number from AudioCodes that will be provided in typically 1 or 2 minutes, and then you can take your smartphone and call your bot directly.
Nice. So you can get a feel for it.
Yeah,
very
so if you want to
quickly.
make a trial, any proof of concept, that's a very nice platform. And afterwards, we have customers that are willing to move into production with this self-service platform.
Yeah.
Just need to define the SIP trunk from your contact center, link this SIP trunk to the bot that you have identified on this platform, define the routing rules, and you are all set. So we have customers, very large insurance companies that are using this self-service platform because they have different contact center in different countries, different bots, and you can easily mix and match on your own without need of any support. It's a fully managed services platform, so no need for an IT guy that will manage all the stuff. And it's pretty straightforward. So proof of concept, trials, and production.
Nice.
So voiceAIconnect.audiocodes.com.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Really good
Thank you,
insights.
Tom.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.